Good evening and happy new year to everyone. Welcome, welcome. It is 2025 and I really can't believe where 2024 went, but I will say that today's discussion should help us think about letting go of all of the pressure of making New Year's resolutions. We are not making any New Year's resolutions, but what we are doing is setting intentions and being very, very, very clear about the intentions that we are setting for ourselves, but also giving ourselves grace because we're human. And because we're human, we're going to make mistakes, right? And so I have three thoughts. Usually I have five, but I have three thoughts plus a bonus. You know, there's always a bonus about how we go about setting intentions. So, first, we have to reflect. We have to go back and take a small account of what last year was and what it wasn't. So, the first thing we're going to do is reflect, and I'll talk more about them. I'm going to give you all three up front, so at least you can say, I told you what they were. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to be kind to ourselves, and we're going to use present language for our intention. All right? And the third one, and this is really the one that is super simple, we are going to break it down into small daily habits. So when we are setting our intention, we got to think about our daily practices and how we're going to reach those intentions. Okay? So those are the three. So before we start the conversation, let me introduce you to the channel. Hello, my name is Dr. Davia, and welcome to Not All the Things. This is a space for success-driven, mature women of color, in which we talk about work-life balance, not really sure if there is, wellness, and wine. This is a space in which all are welcome, and I do hope that if this is your first time here, you would be willing to subscribe. Go ahead, subscribe, please. Um, and if you are coming back, I'm so glad you were able to come back. And I'm wishing you a special New Year shout out because here we are, January 2025. And usually I ask my family to do goal setting or vision boarding with me, and I'm still going to be doing my vision boarding. But I decided that I am not making any resolutions, partly because there's a lot of pressure when you don't meet your own resolution. So you set yourself up, then you don't meet it, then you beat yourself up. And I don't want to be on that. I don't want to be on that cycle this year. This year I've decided, and it really hasn't been just this year, but it has been happening for me within the past couple of years. I mean, I think 50 has done a thing for me in a good way. But I've decided that I want to be more intentional about everything. I want to be more intentional about my time. I want to be more intentional about how I spend my time, who I spend my time with, about my health, about my wellness, and about my people. And so when I was thinking about what I wanted to say today, being January 1st, I thought I want to share three key ways that we can really be more intentional and not feel bad, but value the process. It really is about the steps that we're making towards and stepping back and thinking about what we have done because we've done great things. And sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit for that. And even when we fall down, it's okay. We can pick ourselves up and we can move forward. So this year, no resolutions, just intention setting. So the first way we begin starting to set some intention is to start with reflecting. I'm sure if you've seen other videos of mine, you realize I'm all about reflection. Actually, I think I'm going to get a t-shirt made that says reflections because the more we take a look back, the more we can think about how we move forward in a different way. It also does two things. When we start with reflection, we can go back and see the successes. We can go open up our phone and go, okay, in January, I said I was going to do this. I did it. In February, I said I was going to do this. I didn't really do it. In March, I said I was going to do a thing. I don't know. I said I was going to get back to doing something. And I did. And so if you open up your phone, and I challenge you, please do this, please, because it'll give you such joy, and it'll also give you a reality check. You will look back over these 12 months. You will see the successes you've had, and you will see the bumps in the road. You will see how things kind of veered off, and that's the testimony, right? Because things went left when you were hoping it was going to go a different way, but you were still able to meet your goals, move forward. It didn't put you down. So you have a testimony. And so take the time to start reflecting. It will allow you to see the successes and be like, yes, I did that. I was able to make that happen. And also, ooh, I thought I was going to do that. I didn't. And that's okay. So let's first start with reflecting. The second part to reflecting, which I think really is one that we don't do enough, is to say, okay, now that I'm reflecting on this, and now that I've seen what my year has been like, what is the experience I want to have for myself this year? What do I want to create for myself? What do I want to have? Right? And when you do that, it shifts. So it's not so much as a resolution per se, but it's, I want to live a healthy lifestyle. Okay, that's the intention. If I want to live a healthy lifestyle, then I need to be thinking about what are the things I need to do. It's not just the gym membership, right? It's not, I'm going to start going to OTF, although I do miss OTF, I have to say. But I got this Peloton, and I got to be committed to this Peloton because I want a healthy lifestyle, right? So not only does the reflecting help you to see the wins and the bumps and find the testimony, the reflecting helps you to focus on your deeper purpose of your why. It helps you to think about what you want to experience and create. I want to create a life in which I am healthy, I can move about, I can dance, I can roller skate, I can do all those things. Then I have to make some kinds of changes. All right. So when you reflect, there's two parts. The second key to setting intentions is to be kind to yourself and use present language as if it's already happening. Okay, what do I mean? We set these intentions, these goals, and then we fall off. And then we get upset with ourselves. And then we don't try again because we're like, man, I said I was going to work out. I said I was going to do it. I haven't done it in 2 weeks. I haven't done it in 3 weeks. I haven't done it in 2 months. And then all of a sudden, we don't do it. We're human. We are going to fall off. So let's just acknowledge that. Let's be kind to ourselves and then say, and I had to write this one down for myself, I am cultivating a life of peace and healthy habits. Pretty much like a mantra. I am cultivating a life of peace and healthy habits. So if that's what I'm trying to cultivate, then it's okay that I didn't work out last week, because you know what I did? I went to bed early. I decided I'm going to sleep a little bit earlier. Half hour. That is helping me to cultivate healthy habits. So we gotta be kind to ourselves. We're constantly saying things in our head that don't help us. So I'm begging you, please, set the intention, be kind to yourself, and use present language. I am cultivating healthy habits. I am creating peace for myself. So if I'm creating peace and cultivating healthy habits, then maybe I am meditating each day for 15 minutes. And if I didn't get to the gym, it's okay because I meditated and I got on the bike a month ago, and it's okay. This third key, break it down into daily practice. And it really connects to the second one. If you are setting intentions, then what's the small step you have to take each day? You can't show up and say, all right, I got it. I've done everything and I'm trying to get this all done in 1 month. You're not getting nothing done in 1 month. So let's be realistic. Today, I'm going to walk. I'm going to just make sure I try to get some walking in. Today, I'm going to increase my water. Yes, I'm watering today. It's been a long past 2 weeks of wine. And maybe I'll wine a little later. So adding the water is contributing to your healthy habits. You are breaking it into daily habits so it's achievable, so that you don't feel bad, so that you don't beat yourself up, right? We're going to be kind and we're going to break it down into daily practice. You are going to, stretch. You're going to add 15 minutes of stretching at the end of the day. That's also going to help bring down your cortisol levels, help ease you into sleep, and that's going to help you with your healthy habits. So this one, in setting intention, is really about what's the thing that you are willing to commit to daily towards your intention. Okay. I just wanted to add one other thought to breaking it down into daily practice. You also need to be honest with yourself. If you have people in your life who are toxic, who are naysayers, who are negative Nellies, they gotta go. Because they will not help you reach any of your intentions, any of your goals. If it is the thing that you hold in your hand, if it's that social media and you scrolling for hours, you need to limit that. So I don't know who that's for. Maybe it's more for me. But if you have negative Nellies and negative energy, that needs to get pushed to the side. And you need to leave that in 2024 for sure. So think about breaking down your small steps into your daily practice. And it may mean leaving someone alone. So when they text and call and get in your ear, you say, nah, I'm good. I'm not able to meet with you today. No, you know what, girl? I'm busy this week. You know what, girl? I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be busy for the next few weeks because I'm working on what? I'm working on me. And for the bonus, this will keep your intentions front of mind for you. Choose a word that encapsulates. Is that right? Yes. Choose a word that represents the intention that you're going for. So, my word is consistency. That's the word that I am going to write on a Post-it, put in my phone, stick in my car, and write on my vision board. Consistency. I want to be consistent with my healthy habits. I want to be consistent with my friendships, my sisterships. I want to be consistent with my family and how I show up. I want to be consistent in these YouTube streets. showing up weekly. Whatever the word is that will help align and remind you of your intentions, create that for yourself. Even if you're watching this, take a moment and write a word down that's coming to mind. Consistency is my word. And that's the bonus. When we set these intentions, this is for us. This is not to beat ourselves up, but this is for us to move towards the experience and the feelings that we want to have, and to be thankful for what we have already experienced and know that we can do it. So that is the bonus. And I hope that these 3 can be helpful to you, because we are not setting any resolutions this year. We're not doing that. We're not creating resolutions. We're not making ourselves feel bad. We are setting some intentions, and we are being reflective. We are looking back to look forward. We're being kind to ourselves. We're speaking it as if we already are living it. And that is how we move in this new year. For the last few weeks, I've been having, I guess it's a series at this point, setting intentions in 2025 conversations. I had one with Sister June Smith, in which we talked about creativity and mental wellness. And then just the other day, I think it was a few days ago, I had an amazing conversation with Dr. Kamani and Dr. Roche. And so if you have not seen either one of those lives, please go back and take a look at them. Dr. Kamani, just so you know, and Dr. Roche, they will be hosting a financial masterclass on January 8th and January 9th. And if you look in the show notes or the description notes here, I've put an affiliate link for those sessions, so you can use my link to get there. To register for those classes, feel free to do that. And I will also add a link to that video in the description, so you'll see that. And thank you again. Thank you for showing up for yourself. And I just have to say, of course, cheers till next week. And remember, let's not be doing all the things in this new year.